A dog in Brazil returned to the same hospital door every single day for 8 months after his owner died. Nurses tried to move him, but he always came back, waiting at the entrance for the man he loved. Staff finally stepped in. They fed him, cared for him, and found him a new family. He lost his owner, but he never lost his love.
How did a homeless man go from sleeping outside to $400,000 overnight? She ran out of gas at night. No money, no help in sight. A homeless man walked up and gave her his last $20 so she could get home safe. She started a fundraiser to thank him. It raised over $400,000. His life changed forever. Sometimes the smallest kindness becomes the biggest miracle.
He arrived in America broke and sleeping on benches. No job, no support, nothing. Nikola Tesla worked any task he could to survive, holding on to one idea no one believed in. One night during a storm, a flash of lightning gave him the full vision of the AC system. That system became the power grid the world uses today. Even if the world doubts you, one idea followed with obsession can change everything. Subscribe for more true stories of human strength. How do you rebuild a life when your body won't even let you stand? At 18, Frida Kahlo's spine shattered in a bus accident, months in a full-body cast, stuck in bed, trapped with her pain. But from that bed, she picked up a brush, and she painted everything she felt, the fear, the anger, the strength. Her art became her voice when her body couldn't move, and the girl who couldn't walk became one of the most iconic artists in history. When life takes your freedom, turn your pain into power.
How do you paint a masterpiece when you can't see at all? John Bramblett lost his vision at 30. Depression hit hard, and the world he knew went completely dark. But one day, he touched the outlines of a painting and realized he could feel what he couldn't see. So he learned colors by texture. He trained his hands to replace his eyes. Today, John is a world-famous artist. His paintings hang in galleries across the globe, and people travel just to watch him work. When you lose everything, sometimes you gain something greater. What do you do when someone tries to rip your dream off your body? In 1967, women weren't allowed to run marathons. Catherine Switzer signed up for Boston anyway. A few miles in, chaos exploded. Race official Jock Semple sprinted at her, grabbed her, and tried to tear off her bib. He yelled that she didn't belong there. Runners crowded her, some trying to push her out. Catherine didn't stop. She kept running. She finished the marathon and changed women's sports forever. One person's refusal to stop can change everything. Subscribe for more true stories of human strength. Who saves you when you're blind in a burning tower? On September 11th, Omar Rivera was on the 71st floor, blind, smoke filling the halls. He told his guide dog, Salty, "Go, save yourself." Salty wouldn't leave. He pushed against Omar's leg and forced him toward the stairs. Step by step, they went down all 71 floors, through smoke and panic. Nearly 70 people followed behind them. They made it out alive. Sometimes the hero is the one who refuses to let go.
He was bleeding fast, but he refused evacuation unless his dog came too. The dog was barely alive, shrapnel in his side, still dragging himself through the dirt just to reach him. Medics said the dog wouldn't make it. The soldier whispered, "He's my partner. He comes with me." So they lifted them as one, and against every prediction, both survived. He found something in the trash no one expected. On his night route in Bogotá, José Gutiérrez kept finding perfect books thrown away. One, then dozens. He brought them home and turned his tiny basement into a free library for local kids. Now 3,000 books fill those shelves, proof that a small act of kindness can rewrite someone else's story. How does a blind man climb Everest? Eric trained by touch, by memory, by pure discipline. People said the mountain would kill him. He climbed anyway, step by step, through storms and darkness, and he reached the top of the world. Because greatness isn't about what you see, but what you refuse to give up.
What do you do when every life on board depends on you? A routine flight turned into chaos when a flock of birds struck both engines. The plane lost all power at just 3,000 feet. Passengers felt the aircraft drop. Silence, except for the alarms. The pilot made a decision no manual prepared him for. He glided the aircraft between buildings and landed it on water with impossible precision. Every one of the 155 people on board survived. The world called it the miracle on the Hudson. Courage isn't loud. It's the calm mind that refuses to give up when everything is falling apart. He was collapsed on the floor and not breathing. His dog sprinted out the door, barking non-stop until neighbors followed it back inside. They found him unconscious and performed CPR until paramedics arrived. He survived because his dog refused to give up on him. A man was attacked by a mountain lion from behind. Before he could even turn around, his dog charged the predator head-on, barking, biting, and fighting until the mountain lion backed off and disappeared into the trees. He survived because his dog chose courage over fear. A man fainted on the subway platform and fell onto the tracks. A train was already coming. Before anyone moved, a stranger jumped down, dragged the man into the gap between the rails, and covered him with his own body as the train passed inches above. He saved a life because he acted when others froze. You can't believe the power one boy found when panic hit. A car slipped off the jack and crushed his father. The 15-year-old grabbed the frame and lifted with everything he had, long enough for neighbors to pull his father out. His father lived because love is stronger than panic.
How do you change the world when you can't see or hear it? At 19 months, she lost both sight and sound, trapped in silence, locked in darkness. Everyone thought her story was over, until one teacher refused to give up. Through touch, Helen learned words, then ideas, then the power to change the world. She became the first deaf-blind person to earn a college degree, wrote books, stood on stages, and fought for those without a voice. She proved courage doesn't need sight or sound, only purpose. Subscribe for more true stories of human strength.